Hello, my guy. I am back. Um, this is part two. This is your prediction. Um, so I'm going ahead and let you know you kind of put out that code 777, right? So I saw it yesterday. I thought I was going to have a chance to ignore it, but it just wanted me to wait a little while. So the cars that's up top, the border course might be the one that you might want to pay attention to. But I tell you, in this schizophrenia moment, right, with you, my guy, I pulled a card. So that was to help me out. You I didn't know it was actually a border course today um, at 3:58 a.m. The next border course is going to be on July 23rd, and it's going to be in Aquarius. This one happened in Sagittarius. Um, so for your code 77, right? Don't pay attention to the other cards, right? You can't hardly see this. So this is your 7 code. I'm using tarot to give you your prediction, but hold on. That's right. Before I begin, let's recap, right? I did state in my video yesterday, this ain't about a battle. I did state in my video yesterday that it's all about letting your light beam. You know what I'm saying? I need your light to beam. I stated in my video yesterday that I know that you wanted me to do a prediction for you and stuff. Okay. So I just want to recap all of that, my guy. All right. Now, here we go with your prediction. So yesterday, 3 of these cards is in common. So when the reading happened, the chariot came out and the universe came out. The Wheel of Fortune, right, was the shadow card. So those 3 cards did come out. Now, based on your 7-7 code, I just noticed that. Now I'm gonna tell you, I pulled all these cards. I didn't ask no question. I was more in a clear audience type of thing that you go through too. And so I pulled it out to see, like they told me to do, pull the cards out so I could see what I need to say far as the prediction. So like I'm trying to break it down, right? Um, so out of pulling those cards, this moon card and this hermit card is part of the calculation because we also have an 18 that you might be able to figure out where's it at, and we have a 9 where you might be able to figure out. The 10, I don't know if you was so obvious on the 10 compared to the number 3. Besides the point, you really focus on 777 is your primary code, okay? To represent your divinity, your empowerment, and everything else. And because it's a common number with the collective consciousness as an angel number, and not only that, a lot of people believe that is God's number. So, like I told you in the previous video, you work on division. Like division, see, 777 is a code of division in itself, regardless of the fact, because it comes with a primary sector of religion. You understand? It's not broad. Like you're not gonna find it so much in Islam. You're not gonna find it in Hinduism. You're not gonna find it in Zoroastrianism. You're not gonna find it in Buddha. A lot of that. Oh, but when you get into Judaism and beyond 7-7, so we know that Judaism and Zoroastrianism is neck and neck when the boundary comes to division primarily, right? And then in Judaism it becomes an in-house division number. So being able to attract and magnetize the people that you want is there. I'm just saying that's the common thing, okay? So, like I said, maybe the cards that came out yesterday could have been a trigger because when we into this oneness, right? You have your response system, you have your conversation within the oneness. You understand? So I'm just saying that I'm pulling out three cards. The thing that's missing is the Ace of Wands, but it might be still present because the water course today was in Sagittarius, which is a wine energy, right? So that's the thing with the moon being here, right? The moon is very important within the interpretation, right? But it also represent the three in tarot would have been an empress, right? So when you try to make sure that something is the weakest link, you might develop codes from the oneness itself, right? Especially because I did tarot cards, right? You know, you gotta get what you wrote in your own way. But nevertheless, what I find interesting with these cards I have laid down. So with I pull these cards out right here also. And these are all the nines that's in the tarot deck in the Manor Arcana because I did your code off of major arcanas, okay? The major arcana code because that's where it's at. Like I said, the hermit I think is kind of obvious because of the way that me, you, my guy, is conversating, the way me and you is interacting. Now, where the moon come at is, I guess, I understanding and comprehension on the oneness and many more things like your gender, my agenda. All of that is comprised inside of there, right? But I still think even though the Wheel of Fortune is current on this platform, I still think is still a shadow card, right? Because I pull out 10. So, this is my Urban Tarot deck. So they go to 10 of Pentacles, that's wealth, right? We have the 10 of Wands right here, oppression, okay? We have the Ten of Swords, which is ruin. I think that's very significant as far as the spirituality aspect in it, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is Sati, okay? So I didn't really intend, but now that I didn't touch the cards, it's kind of funny how I did lay out the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups and had the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands in the middle. And that's very interesting when we're talking about dealing with the Wheel of Fortune because at the same time, the Wheel of Fortune deals with more of the fixed energy. So we're talking about Scorpio, what is it? Leo, Taurus, and which one am I forgetting? Did I say Aquarius already? Aquarius, right? Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio, right? So, and that, oh, dang, that's it too. See how they guided me through this, right? So, the water course is coming up in Aquarius. So, I guess this is also defining what the elements are is within inside of the moon, okay? So I did the same thing for the nine where the hermit is, okay? We got the Nine of Pentacles. We got the word gain. We have the Nine of Swords. We have cruelty. We have the Nine of Cups here. We got happiness. And then we have the Nine of Wands, fortitude. So I actually did those different. So that went from Pentacles, Swords, Cups, Air. Pentacles, Swords, Cup, Air. Fire. Pentacles, okay. Earth, Fire, Water, Air. It went Earth, Fire, Water, Air. Earth, Fire, Water, Air. Okay. It's something in that sequence right there, but I'm not catching on to it. I guess that's for me in a hermit, my guy. I guess within me and you. So basically, what I'm saying is, right, even if we break down the universal card, right, that 21 into a 3, right, that's where the emperors come at. But if we turn the 21 and flip it to a 12, we would get the hangman. And the hangman is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is in retrograde and it's in Pisces, right? So on the tens, I kept the pentacles lined up. Only thing that stayed lined up with the way I laid my cards was the pentacles. So the pentacles being lined up, somebody's time is up. It just depends on how you surrender with it. And the weird part about it, my guy, I know you want some time is up. So you know what, my guy? I think you gonna be a little bit upset with me because our the predictions there, or at least I think the only thing that you really truly gonna gain, because I normally don't bounce back and respond so quick, right? I really just go on minding my business, but this time I felt, no, I can't do it like that this time. I need to respond real quickly this time. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it on out the way right now, you know. And I consulted them like, look, can we get this out the way because I have so much things on my plate that I need to do. I heard a human saying that you don't get nobody no more than what they could bear. But I don't know. I be questioning that. I make it through it, keep my day going by. It's definitely educational for me. That's the way I perceive my life experiences. They are educational in one way or another, whether I'm learning about my emotional reaction, my logical reaction, or what it is, because I really be in tune with myself. But, you know, it is a full moon coming up too. Yeah, it is a full moon. I think the full moon is on the 21st too. I think it said the full moon is on the 21st. The water course is on the 23rd. Hermit. Mm. I think the full moon is I think it's in Aquarius. I think the full moon is in Aquarius. I think the Hermit is ruled by Virgo, right? Zodiac. So there's a full moon coming up. I don't know. I don't know, my guy. You know, I mean, I guess I ain't gonna always be the best person to come to because yet, realistically, we still polar opposite people. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a law of polarity, how much do the opposite sides supposed to really tell you, like logically, you know? logically, where does it really lies at, right? So, I guess that's why water course was selected, why I did this prediction for you. But hmm I'm just saying, keep on doing what you gotta do, my guy. I'm just doing what I gotta do. So I know after you heard this, I think you're gonna light up a little bit more. But you probably need it. It gonna go great, right? Wouldn't it just go great with your code 777 if you beam up lighter? Wouldn't more people believe that you that guy, my guy, right? I think they would. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part about it. Um, you know, I mean, you pick your resources. I mean, you pick nines and tens in the tarot deck. Like, so, I mean, my guy, you say that you didn't complete it from the eights into the eights. And the eights is usually tough money up inside of the in the tarot deck. You got the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, like there's some real serious stuff. So I mean, we here at the 9 and the 10. I mean, numerology wise, it all equal a new beginning. Like all of it equals a new beginning. A 9 is about the beginning of the end. One, hey, masculine, a lot of masculine energy is definitely out. You know what I'm saying? So I know Jupiter is definitely functioning in masculine energy, if anything. So, the law of gender, as far as the masculinity goes, I mean, you got to understand that the feminine end must come in to make the complete atom. For that atom to produce and for what you want to manifest, that atom gotta happen. So somewhere down the line, you you should already know, my guy, who's on the receiving end, or at least how they're going to respond to the receiving end of it, because that's probably the main thing that you would have to worry about. But I think you need to take in consideration to wrap it up, this code barrier, to be honest, as much as I can, because this is the borderline that we on. That's the beautiful part about yin and yang. It always got that one dot in the solid, and that's where we meet at in this oneness, right? Taking consideration, that's where that 12 come from too. Like July the 23rd is a 12. And like I said, that's Hangman, and Neptune is the ruling planet. I ain't dodged real deep to see what was going on with Neptune around that time. It's still in retrograde. The degrees that it might pertain something. I did check before I came up here. It was at 29 degrees and 51 seconds. So we got 11, and they got at 9. So that 2 and that 9 is up in there. So two of these 9s can be either already exhausted or not. And then we have a 6, right? So we can leave 11 alone and leave it as a mastery number. Or you could do a number 2 and maybe get some kind of forgiveness in it. And that's where maybe the 10 lie at, and maybe why the 10 of cups is there at the end of the reading. You know, um, like I said, 51 is a 6. So you might need to think of it very carefully. If it's representing the Lover's card, this might be a deep binding contract that you have with the oneness. And if you want to correct change, you try to correct change within the oneness only can be in a changing format. So make sure you understand that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Understand the part of how you formatting it, and whether it's definitely agreeable with the one. Now I'm gonna tell you to take this in consideration, right? You don't really care for me, right, my guy? So I told you yesterday that they playing around. So my guy, I'm just saying my guy. Hear your code prediction. Just take the just take the humor inside the oneness for what it is. Okay. All right, my guy. I'm gone.